Hello everybody, welcome again to Motion Cube, and as I promised you, I'm gonna make a tutorial tonight, and we're going to make the sport stretchy text that you saw before. So if you haven't seen that, you can go to my channel and see the teaser. So let's start. So first, as you can see here, there is a solid, which we're going to name it background, and I added a gradient ramp with this red color and bluish color here, and there is this editable text that you can edit anytime you want. And I choose a font which is Trade Gothic bold, because this type of animation needs some bold text with thick. So anyway, now what I'm going to tell you is that we're going to create the animation, but we will not be able to edit this again. So you have to choose your word carefully, as they say. So I'm going to right click. And let's go to create shape from text. So now you have disable the eyeball here from the T-Sport, the text, so you can delete it, and you have now a sport outline, which is now an editable shapes. And if you open the content here, you can see every letter has its own properties, and what's beauty about that is also it has its own transformation also, so you can move the position separately from the other. Now if you go to the S here, you see we have all the editable points that you need. Let's just select this here. Alright, this one here is good. And let's take it. Now, as you can see, we saved this movement here. So you have to choose every letter how it's going to look like when it's go. So we finished the S. Now you can hide it, or you can do something else now. Or let's make it to the end. Okay. So I'm gonna hide the S now, and let's go to the P, and let's go to the path of the P here. Now you have two paths here, the one at the outside and the one with the inside. I'm not gonna play with the one inside, so let's just play with the outside. So let's select this. You know what? Let's go back. We didn't make the key that we need. Go right over here. And now I'm gonna select, and let's bring it where you want. Now we have that. And of course you can make F9. Okay. And now we finished the P, so let's hide it. Let's go to O. And let's see what we can do with the O. Also, you have two, and bring the path, and it's very obvious that we're going to play with the lowest of the letter. Okay. And now let's hide the O. Let's go to R. And the R also have two paths here. And let's be playing with this stick here. Also gonna play with the outer. Oh, you know what? that. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we have the T. Yeah. Now let's go to T, and it's only one path, as you can see. Go 1 second here, and now select this. So let's also make it smooth. Press F9. Alright, now I'm gonna bring all the I for the letters, as you can see here. The P and the O, right, and the R, and the T is already there. Now this is the animation that we have. Now it's a little bit too slow, as you can see here. So let's try to find some. Also, what we're going to do is, let's forget that. Let's now press U. Select all the letters here and go to the graph editor and make it more interesting, the handle here. You know what, let's make it even more interesting, just like this. Alright. Now this one is for the P, for the S here. So let's bring it just a little bit there, and then we have the letter P. So you can start offsetting the key just like this. Now start to create something interesting. But now what is going to be more interesting is playing with the position of every letter here. This is what is going to give us the variation. So let's go first to the S here. We have transform, and we have a position. So we're going to save the position where it is, and then the one will come right out from the screen here. Yeah, also will be more interesting, just like this. Okay, let's bring it here. Okay, so you see the S, how when it comes out from the screen here. Alright, now let's go to the P, and I think the P will go down. So let's go to the transform, and let's bring it down here. I'm gonna bring it all out from the screen. Right. And now let's go to the O. I think let's go to the top. Go position. And also we can bring this position right here. Let's make it hold keyframe, just like this. And you can also play with the S also. Let's go back to the S here. As you can see, this is the one with the P here. Let's make it hold keyframe, and yeah, put it there. Also hold keyframe. Okay. Let's see now. Now for the S, let's go to the S. I have the position here. Also, I'm going to make it hold keyframe. And no, we didn't. There, here. Yeah. Okay. It's nice. Let's go to the O now. And here's the O. Let's go to the transform. Oh, we did it. The O. So let's go to the R now. To the transform, and bring it down here, so make it hold. You know what, here let's make it smooth, and let's make it move just like this here. I want this movement, and here I'm gonna have a hold keyframe. Just going to be right here. Okay. And now the T. Go to transform, and we could scale it. Let's try to scale it. So scale here, and let's make it hold keyframe. Also position, and make it hold also keyframe. Right, I like this, you know, like, you know, a glitch, but let's make it faster. Right. Let's see now. Let's see again. Let's make it faster. Okay, that is much better. Now, I like it okay now, but now let's play also with the color. So let's say the R now. Let's go to the R. So here in the R we have a fill. So we're gonna play with the fill. Right now it's a black, and let's make it also a hold keyframe. So we don't need any. Let's make it white. And again, let's make it black. So we have this glitch of white. Okay, also the T, you can play with the T. I don't recommend to make all the letter glowing with, just make 2 letters or maybe 1, it's better. That's my opinion. I'm go to T now, and here's the fill, and we're gonna make it again the same technique with the hold keyframe. Make it white, and also hold keyframe, and then I'm going to make it black again. Let's see now. Okay, that is good. It gives some energy to the text. Alright, now if you remember, now we have the master position and the master scale, which we can play with it. So we can now bring a position where it's going to be, save the position, it's going to be at the center, and while it's playing we can now bring it up, bring it to the side again, and now we can make it a hold keyframe, and this is what we get. Okay, that's cool. And also we have the scale, which you don't have to use a hold keyframe. It's really up to you how you want to use it. Okay, so I want this glitch, and now we can just trim this layer so it will not be at the beginning, and when it's going to start moving. Okay, so here it is. Oh yeah, I think we finished the most important style we need to do. Now if you want to create this stroke also effect, you can duplicate that layer again. So this is now a new layer, and I'm going to isolate to see what exactly I'm doing. So I will go to every layer here, and let's remove the fill, and let's add the stroke. And right now it's 2, just 2 is good, the stroke. I'm gonna remove the fill, bring the stroke, yeah, every letter here. I think we forgot the S. Okay, that's good. Of course you can change the color of the text, so you can, for example, go fill, so you can make the S, for example, you can make it red, and you can make it you know, let's make it, and we can go to the P, and we can make it white and make it only 2 here, or we can make it 25. Just I'm showing you how many options you have to you. Even the O, you have 2 options to put color, but let's put only 1, and let's make it 1. So you see it's very slight. And the R, let's make it white, right? And the T, we can make it thick, just like this. Alright, now how can we use this? Let me show you. Now you can make it at the same time, just like that. You can make it at the same time, but I want to blend between them. So I want half of the animation here to be outline until we go right over here, and I'm going to trim the layer just like this. So it's going to be just like this. Okay, so now we have the style of the fill and the style of the, at the same time, the style of the stroke. Then again, it's going to go right to the fill. So this is what you have now. It's energetic text. And of course now you can go to any image you want. So I have this image footage from Envato, and you can make it press Shift plus, and you can cycle through the mood of the color here. So it really depends on what style you're looking for. You can go to opacity, something like 40. Yeah. And you can add also the elements that you saw before. It's not that hard. You can put any background you want. You can add also the elements, the ball action, which you can go to solid here, and you can say CC ball action. You can decrease the size of the ball. And then you can just start creating some masks, different mask you can see here, and duplicate that layer. Okay, duplicate something else. Let's go back. Yeah, now let's duplicate it, and it's going to be like a glitch here. And also in the other layer here, you can start moving the mask so it's not look the same, you know. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to grab. Here, and then so now this is what you have. You can duplicate that first, put it so the eyes will not catch the similarity in the layers. Just like this. Also, what you can do also is making some sudden power scale with this footage. So you can go to graph editor here, and yeah, this is what you have. So like sudden scale. Okay. So the disadvantage with this technique, really, for me, you know, I don't know, is that this sport text is not editable. So it's not like a template. So you can't just change the text. You have to choose it very carefully. Oh yeah. Now maybe some of you will say, okay, let's add the displacement map or something, but really it will not look like this. You know, I tried it. When you stretch the letter, it's very clean with the vectorized style. Not look like displacement map. The displacement map will look like a distortion, but this is very neat. Okay, so that was the end of our tutorial tonight. I hope you enjoy, I hope you learned something new, so please subscribe to this channel and see you soon.